Hello and welcome to our channel The Quest. This is your host Kanchan Barman. Let's take a look at some of the important news happening around the world this week. NEET UG 2025, NTA's major announcement. The National Testing Agency NTA has provided important information regarding the conduct of the NEET UG 2025 exam. This time the exam will be conducted in an offline mode on an OMR sheet, not in two phases or a computer-based CBT mode. Initially, there were speculations that the exam could be held in two phases and in CBT mode, similar to JEE Main. But it has now been confirmed that the exam will take place on a single day and in one shift. NTA also clarified that NEET UG 2025 will be used for admissions to MBBS, BAMS, BUMS, BSMS and BHMS courses. Additionally, candidates aspiring to join the military nursing service for the BSc nursing course in 2025 will also need to clear the NEET UG exam. NEET UG scores will also be valid for admission to 4-year BSc nursing courses. The registration process for NEET UG 2025 is expected to begin soon. According to media reports, NTA may release the notification in February. Although the agency has not yet officially announced this, candidates are advised to keep checking the NTA website for the latest notifications. Let us now proceed by discussing the news which is gaining significant recognition not only within India but also internationally. Kumbh Mela 2025, a fusion of tradition and technology to make pilgrims' journey safe and dedicated. The Kumbh Mela is the world's largest and most important religious event held every 12 years at 4 holy locations in India: Haridwar, Prayagraj, Nashik and Ujjain, rotating between them. The 2025 Kumbh Mela is being held in Prayagraj, a unique confluence of spirituality, tradition and faith. This event takes place at the Triveni Sangam, where the sacred confluence of the Gangas, Yamuna and the mythical Saraswati rivers occurs. The Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj, Uttar Pradesh began on January 13, 2025 with the Posh Purnima and will conclude on February 26. The first royal bath of the Kumbh Mela took place on January 13 during Posh Purnima, while the second royal bath was on January 14, 2025 on the occasion of Makar Sankranti. The third royal bath will be held on January 29, 2025 during the auspicious occasion of Mauni Amavasya. To make the pilgrim's journey safe, smooth and memorable during the Kumbh Mela 2025, a blend of modern technology and traditions has been incorporated to protect pilgrims from digital fraud and cyber threats. 56 specialized cyber experts have been deployed and a cyber police station has been set up to tackle fake websites, fraudulent links and social media scams. To raise awareness, 40 variable messaging displays and a helpline number 1920 have been introduced. To provide pilgrims with a new experience, 360-degree virtual reality stalls and a grand drone show have been organized utilizing 2,000 drones. A Kumbh Nagar has been established for the 2025 Kumbh Mela, where land allotment is entirely digital with features such as online application, drone surveys, GIS-based maps and quick allocations. To ensure the safety of pilgrims, remote control live buoy systems, underwater drones and AI-supported surveillance have been deployed. Let's move ahead and discuss the news from Delhi that has alarmed many people. FIR filed against CM Atishi for violation of Model Code of Conduct ahead of Delhi elections. Aam Aadmi Party leader and Delhi CM Atishi has been accused of violating the Model Code of Conduct. On January 7, the returning officer filed an FIR at the Govindpuri police station, alleging that she used a government vehicle for political purpose. The FIR invoked section 223A of the BNS Act. According to the complaint filed with the Election Commission on January 7th around 2:30 p.m., a PWD government vehicle delivered election materials to a private election office. As per the rules, after the announcement of elections, the ruling party cannot use government vehicles for campaigning. In response to the Election Commission's complaint, Delhi police also filed an FIR against Sanjay Kumar, the Southeast Divisional Executive Engineer of PWD. However, CM Atishi called it a conspiracy by her opponents, referring to it as a collaboration between BJP and Congress, and left the decision to the public. After the FIR was filed, Aam Aadmi Party National Convener Arvind Kejriwal took to social media to target opposition parties. On X, he said, their leaders openly distribute money, saris, blanket, gold, chain, etc., create fake votes, yet no FIR is filed against them. But an FIR is immediately filed against CM Atishi. Aam Aadmi Party is fighting against the entire system. We need to change and clean up this rotten system together with the public. Both BJP and Congress are part of this rotten system. CM Atishi filed her nomination from the Kalkaji Assembly constituency for the Delhi election scheduled for February 5, 2025 on Tuesday, January 14, 2025. The BJP has demanded that she withdraw her nomination from Kalkaji on moral grounds. With the filing of nominations, the election atmosphere in Delhi has become even more intense. Now let's jump on to next big story. INS Surat, Nilgiri and Vagsheer's historic integration into the Navy, elevating India's maritime power. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicated 3 frontline warships, INS Surat, INS Nilgiri and INS Vagsheer, to the Indian Navy at the Naval Dockyard in Mumbai. This is the first time that a destroyer and a frigate and a submarine have been inducted into the Navy together, calling it a historic achievement for the country. PM Modi stated that India is set to play a crucial role in global security, economy and geopolitical changes. He also emphasized that India operates in the spirit of development, not expansionism. INS Surat is the final ship in the Visakhapatnam class stealth guided missile destroyers. INS Nilgiri is the lead ship of the Project 17 Alpha, which involves the construction of 7 new stealth guided missile frigate. Meanwhile, INS Vagsheer is the 6th and final submarine of the Kalvari class diesel electric attack submarine. On this occasion, the Prime Minister referred to it as a big step toward the Navy's self-reliance and empowerment. He said, today's event links our glorious maritime history with future aspirations. India has a rich maritime history and today India is becoming a major maritime power. Nilgiri is dedicated to the naval power of the Chola Empire, while Surat serves as a reminder of India's historic ties with the Middle East through Gujarat's ports. Vagsheer submarine will strengthen our security and progress. The Prime Minister described it as a historic day for the Indian Navy and symbolized it as a representation of the Atmanirbhar Bharat vision. Let's now move on to next big story of this week. Supreme Court rejects ED's argument on bail rules for women, says we will not tolerate arguments against the law. The Supreme Court strongly criticized the ED on Wednesday when it argued that strict bail conditions under the Prevention of Money Laundering Act should also apply to women. The bench of Justice A.S. Oka and Ujjal Bhuyan said, "We will not tolerate arguments that go against the law." This case was about the bail petition of Shashibala, who has been in custody since November 2023 in a money laundering case linked to the Shine City Group in Lucknow. The court showed displeasure over the ED's argument that women should not get any special treatment in bail, even though Section 45(1) of PMLA gives women an exemption from this rule. Justice Oka said, "This shows the government's intention to not allow bail for anyone arrested under PMLA. It is unacceptable if government lawyers do not understand the basic rules of the law." While hearing the case, the court granted bail to Shashibala, saying that she has been in custody since November 2023 and the trial is unlikely to finish soon. Now let's discuss ISRO's big achievement. ISRO's SpaDeX mission. India makes history in space, successfully completes docking. The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO made history on Thursday by successfully completing the satellite docking process under its space docking experiment SpaDeX mission. This achievement came after ISRO launched the SpaDeX mission from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota on December 30, 2024. ISRO shared this historic moment on X, stating, "India has etched its name in space history. Proud of the history docking success of the SpaDeX mission. It is an honor to witness the moment." In the docking process, ISRO successfully conducted a test January 12, 2025 by bringing two satellites to a distance of 3 meters and then safely moving them back to a secure distance. On Thursday, after bringing the satellite to hold point between 15 meters and 3 meters, the docking process began. The docking was completed with precision. The satellites were joined together and stability was provided. With this success, India became the fourth country after the USA, Russia and China to achieve this feat. ISRO stated that after the docking, both satellites were successfully controlled as a single unit. The next phase will involve checking, undocking and power transfer. The SpaDeX mission is a symbol of ISRO's technological capability and self-reliance in space science. This achievement has taken India to new heights in space technology. So we will switch from national affairs to international affairs. Israel and Hamas have agreed to a ceasefire to end the ongoing conflict in Gaza that has been going on for the past 15 months. Mediators provided this information on Wednesday. With this agreement, the process of releasing hostages will begin. The ceasefire was made possible with the help of Qatar and the USA. This is considered a major achievement, especially for President Joe Biden, who successfully mediated this deal after Donald Trump's time in office. The US had also helped broker a ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah earlier. At first, reports suggested that Israel had cancelled the ceasefire, accusing Hamas of adding new conditions. But recent reports now confirm that both sides have agreed to it. After several weeks of talks in Doha, Qatar, the agreement includes the release of hostages by Hamas, the release of hundreds of Palestinian prisoners in Israel, and allowing displaced people in Gaza to return to their homes. The agreement will also make sure that necessary humanitarian aid is delivered to the region. Both the United States and Hamas have accepted the ceasefire. 3 US officials and a Hamas representative confirmed this. Before the official announcement in Doha, US officials had discussed the matter. The agreement now needs approval from Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's cabinet, but it is expected to take effect soon. This agreement is expected to have a 6-week suspension of the conflict, after which negotiations will take place to fully end the war. Let's move ahead towards next international story. Patients' bodies overlooked in hospitals dying in corridors in UK. Nurses have stated that due to extreme pressure, patients in hospitals are facing death in corridors and pregnant women are experiencing miscarriages inside rooms. The Royal College of Nursing (RCN) reported that information submitted by over 5,000 nurses across the UK this winter revealed that patients are being placed in cupboards, parking areas, bathrooms and nursing stations. Nurses have warned that such conditions pose an increased risk to patients, as staff lack essential equipment such as oxygen, heart monitors and suction devices. And there is neither time nor space to administer CPR. Health Secretary Wes Streeting agreed that such issues should not be tolerated but attributed the situation to the previous government's mistakes. However, RCN General Secretary Professor Nicola Ranger stated patients' lives are being put in serious danger. RCN's report, spanning more than 400 pages, documented the issues witnessed by nurses. These issues include incidents of cardiac arrest in corridors or cubicles where delays in life-saving CPR were caused by patients positioning on stretchers. Some patients lying on stretchers and chairs in waiting rooms. Pregnant women experiencing miscarriages inside rooms. Instances where 20 to 30 patients were being cared for in corridors by only one nurse and one healthcare assistant. Elderly patients being left sitting in chairs for days and lying in corridors for hours in soiled clothes. Let's now move on to some interesting sports news. Champions Trophy 2025. The tournament will start on February 19 and the final will be played on March 9 with 8 teams participating. The last time this tournament was held was in 2017 in England. So far, 6 countries, England, Australia, New Zealand, Bangladesh, South Africa and Afghanistan have announced their squads, while India and Pakistan have not yet released their teams. It is speculated that the BCCI may announce India's team by January 19. A total of 15 matches will be played in the Champions Trophy, which will last for 19 days. The tournament will be hosted in Pakistan's Rawalpindi, Lahore and Karachi, with 3 group matches at each venue. The first semi-final will be held in Dubai, involving teams from India's group. Before the selectors announce the teams, some cricket experts have selected India's potential squad, which could be seen in the Champions Trophy. This squad includes 2 spinners and one of whom is an all-rounder. Additionally, there are 3 proper pacers and 2 pace all-rounders. 2 wicket-keeper batsmen and 6 proper batters have also been included. The expert-picked Indian team is as follows. Rohit Sharma as captain, Yashasvi Jaiswal, Virat Kohli, KL Rahul, Shreyas Iyer, Rishabh Pant as wicket-keeper, Hardik Pandya, Ravindra Jadeja, Kuldeep Yadav, Mohammad Shami, Jasprit Bumrah, Shubman Gill, Sanju Samson as wicket-keeper, Mohammad Siraj and Nitish Reddy. This 15-member team has been selected and the BCCI may announce a similar squad. Now shifting from the excitement of cricket to the badminton court, where new achievements are making headlines. This will also be our final news update for today. Indian players delivered an outstanding performance at the Indian Open Super 750 badminton tournament held in New Delhi. PV Sindhu, Kiran George and the men's doubles pair of Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty won their respective matches to secure spots in the pre-quarter finals. Sindhu's strong comeback. Playing her first tournament after marriage, PV Sindhu defeated Chinese Taipei Sung Shuyun 2014-2020 in 15 minutes. Sindhu showcased excellent experience and strategic intelligence throughout the match. In the pre-quarter finals, she will face Japan's Manami Suizu, which could be a tough challenge for her. Kiran George's hard-fought victory. In men's singles, Kiran George worked hard to defeat Japan's Yushi Tanaka 2019, 14-20, 27-25. In the third set, he displayed remarkable mental strength and patience to win the match. Impressive partnership of Satvik Chirag. In men's doubles, the pair of Satvik Sairaj Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty defeated Malaysia's men Wai Chong and Kai Won Tee to reach the pre-quarter finals. The Indian duo played an aggressive game and delivered excellent performance at crucial moments. Women's double loss. On the other hand, the women's double pair of Gayatri Gopichand and Trisha Joly's journey ended in the second round. They lost to Japan's Arisa Higashino and Ayako Sakuramato 23-21 and 21-19. This performance by Indian players reflects that India's dominance in badminton is growing and they are proving themselves on the international stage. With this, we conclude today's video. I hope you found it informative. We will meet again in the next video. Thank you.